Before this video starts, guys, make sure to check out Teespring. They are huge sponsors of my videos. If you guys don't know what Teespring is basically a website where you can purchase clothes, accessories, pants, stuff like that. Clothing, like all clothing and like accessories. Phone cases, wallet chains, just all of those. So please check them out. They are huge sponsors of my videos. Thank you, Teespring, so much for sponsoring. And yeah. Also, here's a big catch, guys. If you use the code ULTRA in all capitals, you'll get 10% off your purchase. And yeah, so there will be a link of Teespring in the description below. So check them out. Use the code ULTRA to get 10% off. But anyways, guys, let's get right into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ultra Turbo Andre here, and I am back with another video. So today, guys, I am going to be doing an episode review of Beyblade Burst Sparking, episode 37. Now, this episode was kind of an interesting episode, but also a little bit of a disappointing one. But let's get right into it. So the episode starts off with Hyuga having a dream where he's battling against Hikaru and Aiga. And he wants to be teamed up with Volt, but when he looks next to him, he sees Rentaro standing there as a teammate. And so, like, Hyuga questions, and Rentaro just says, well, I'm going to be your teammate for now. And then Hyuga just kind of yells at him, and then Rentaro gets angry, just runs off. And the dream ends off with, like, Hikaru and Aiga just laughing at him, and the stadium. And here's the weird thing: the stadium gets like these leg things, and just runs away, and Hyuga just falls down, which is a pretty weird stadium. As you guys know, the I forgot the name, but I think the Legend tag team week is over here, like is like starting soon. So like they're all preparing for that. And so Hyuga wakes up, and like of course he realizes that it was all a dream. And then since the tag team week is coming up, they want to choose, and they actually get to choose their partners. So Hikaru wants to be teamed up with Aiga because that's the blader he looks up to most, and Hyuga wants to be teamed up with Volt because, you know, that's the blader he looks up to most. And yeah, so they both run off to find Volt and Aiga. And in the meantime, what is it? There was like this shadow. So okay, in the preview, or no, actually not in the preview. That's actually ahead of the episode. So they both run off to find their partners. And so soon after, Rentaro comes in and he asks where are Hyuga and Hikaru. And of course, their friends say that they just went out to find Volt and I get to team up with. And then Rentaro doesn't know who to choose. He doesn't want to be teamed up with Drum or Dante. He doesn't want to be teamed up with Aiga, Cisco, not Free, not Louie. So his only options are, and not even Lane, I think, not even Lane. So he only has like a couple options, which is Volt, Hikaru, Hyuga, and I forgot the other choice. I think it was or Ranjiro, his brother. So so he doesn't know what to choose, and then he actually made up his mind. So then afterwards, we get a scene with like Free training at that place. You know, remember the time where there's that abandoned stadium at BC Seoul where Free always used to train there? So Free's just like practicing. He sees like the usual deer that appeared in like every season. Well, not every season except for like season 1, but it's like it's like what is it? The like the mascot or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, Free senses that somebody's there. And so Cisco comes out, and I guess that this means that Cisco and Free are going to be partners for the tag team week. So that is decided. So Wakia and so we get to see with Wakia and Hanami announcing the tag team, which is going to be Cisco and Free. And then afterwards, the door, Hikaru and Hyuga, they run into like the GT arena and they look for Volt and Aiga, but instead they get to see Drum or Dante there, and Dante is just seen practicing. So both say hi to each other. They both do their scary faces, and then Hikaru and Hyuga ask where Volt and Free is. Dante say they're not here, and they just immediately run off. Like, nobody wants to be teamed up with Dante, which is kind of sad. So Dante runs after them, but then he gets stopped by a helicopter, coming from the air. And so after that, Dante gets picked up by the helicopter, and so afterwards we see Ranjiro practicing in the the usual the Wild Bay gang. And so it seems that Ranjiro's having a troubled time, getting getting a good launch. And then while during his practicing, Aiga comes up and Achilles just starts attacking Ragnarok. And Ranjiro's surprised, and Aiga says that he wants to be teamed up with Ranjiro because since he wasn't able to join the Legend Festival, Aiga wants to team up with Ranjiro to make up for it. And this is kind of why I found this part of the episode kind of disappointing. Yeah, I get it. Aiga and Ranjiro, they are best friends. They have like this whole history with each other. But just like, to be honest, Ranjiro is kind of like, in all honesty, in my opinion, I think Ranjiro is the weakest legend out of all of the Bladers. Like, if every single legendary Blader competed in the Legend Festival, Ranjiro would have been cream. But like, he would have been the weakest, in my opinion. I'm not sending any hate towards like Ranjiro fans or like Ragnarok fans, but just like, yeah, like I like even Rentaro is like stronger than Ranjiro, but just like, I don't know. It's just, I get why they did it, but it's kind of disappointing because like I would have wanted Volt and Aiga to team up. Imagine like Volt and Aiga teamed up. That would have been like a dream pair. And also Volt's partner is also a big disappointment. Also, I'll get right into that soon. But it's just like, I feel like Aiga should get like a better partner. I'm not saying that Ranjiro's like all out terrible, but just like, I feel like he's not the weakest Blader in the world. But I just say that he's like the weakest. He's the weakest legendary Blader. It's just like, with them compared, I feel like Aiga's gonna do most of the winning because he is like, there's a big major difference of like levels between the two, and Aiga's like the world champion, and then Ranjiro, he's like the weakest. So yeah. That's basically done. So the team matchup is going to be Aiga and Ranjiro. And so afterwards we see Hanami and Waki announce the world champion, and Ranjiro teamed up, and Hyuga and Hikaru are watching, and it seems that Hikaru was a bit upset because he wanted to be teamed up with Aiga, but then he decided to choose his best friend, which again, I kind of understand, but whatever, what are you gonna do about it? So Hikaru cheers up, and then afterwards so that's where the preview scene comes in. So you guys remember in the preview scene we see the shadow walking up to the bomber's door. A lot of people thought that this was going to be another character, like a brand new old character that's going to return. But instead we actually got Volt, which is not a big disappointment. I actually love to see Volt there. But Volt comes into the bombers looking for Rentaro actually. So it seems that Rentaro shows up, and it appears that Rentaro and Volt are going to team up. And that's also another bit where I found kind of disappointing. Again, it's kind of the same reason with the Aiga and Ranjiro. Rentaro is not the strongest legend out of all. I mean, he is stronger than Cisco in my opinion, because like, he has some more epic battles than Cisco has. So but then again, I think Volt should get like a stronger partner like Shu. Like, okay, Shu, they should have done Volt and Shu, because they did a team battle like Volt and Shu against like Hikaru and Hyuga, but that's like the first ever like battle that we've seen Volt and Shu team up like against. Like that's basically the first time, and they should have done Volt and Shu. Valkyrie and Spriggan team up, that would have been like the dream team everybody wanted, and I'm pretty sure everyone would have been upset by that. But again, like Volt and Rentaro, they had like a big history with each other, but I thought that like Volt and Shu were like friends longer than Rentaro and Volt has. I don't remember, but just like, then again, I'm not hating on the teams. I'm not hating. I don't want you guys to think that. It's just that I think that there could have been a better matchups, and there's been a lot of team ups that a lot of people wanting to have. Like Volt and Lane, like they actually made a pretty good team again, but then again, it was a simulation, but also, who knows? Like they could have made a pretty great team. So Volt and Rentaro are going to team up. And then next up we see Louis actually standing at that that island where Lane first showed up. Lane versus Louis. Yeah, Louis at that place now. And it seems the helicopter that picked Dante up is dropping by, and it seems that Louis and Dante are actually going to team up. So they both actually do this scary face at each other, which is kind of surprising because, like, since Legend Festival, Louis actually took an interest in Dante, so he wanted to team up. That's also another a bit of a disappointing of the episode. Yeah, I did admit that Louis and Dante teaming up is interesting, but then again, like, I wanted to do like new pair-ups, like Iga and Dante, Lane, and you know how interesting Lane and Dante would have teamed up. Like, they don't really have a much like of a hate-love relationship, but just like it would have been awesome to see the main protagonist of GT and like the main antagonist of Sparking just to battle like singly or just at a team just once in a while, because the only time like Dante ever battled Lane was like at the Legend Festival Battle Royale, like at the start. That's like the only time we've ever seen Dante battle Lane. That's it. Like, so Lane and Louis are gonna team up, and so they've been announced. So afterwards, we get this scene with Lane actually back at the place, where Shus defeated Lane at last. Lane is just like sitting there feeding his his hedgehog Harry, and then the gates open and we see Shus walking with this brand new design, and like this got me thinking, like, wait, why does Shus have a brand new design? Did he get a new? Well, it can't be a newly evolved Bay. I mean, he could have evolved Spriggan, but I highly doubt it because we've only seen Spriggan battle like 4 times in this series, and just like. Why would he evolve if we didn't see World Spriggan battle that much? But why did Shus change his... I mean, the only change that I see is just his coat, which looks really awesome, I'm gonna admit. But just, like, why, though? Like, what's the point of it? Like, I don't get it. So, it seems that the interesting pair is going to be Lane and Shus, which is actually pretty interesting. I think it would have been better if it was, like, Volt and Lane and Volt or Shus. Because, like, Volt and Shus have been, like, the dream team, a lot of people have been saying. So, yeah. And then afterwards, and finally that leaves Hikaru and Hyuga to team up. So everybody's surprised by the team up of Volt, of Lane and Shus, because they kind of dislike each other a lot. Shus defeated Lane, Lane defeated Shus. It's kind of a revenge type of thing, and also Lane was Shus' student, so that's actually like more. I don't actually hate this team up. Again, I do not hate any of the team ups. I just find them... I just have my own opinion about them. So don't set any hate towards me, guys. So that only leaves Hikaru and Hyuga to team up. So, again, I guess that the both brothers, they don't want to team up against each other. So they both start arguing, saying it was their fault they couldn't get to team up with the player they wanted. And then Rentaro picks both of them up and tells them to get a grip. And so Volt suggests to do a battle. So the episode ends off with like Hikaru and Hyuga battling. So that's basically the end of the episode. So now let's talk about the preview. Okay, so the preview starts off with like showing off the Legend Festival pairs, or like the team up pairs, and we also get to see with like Rentaro like looking at the sunset and waving goodbye at like the bombers, which I guess I can kind of conclude that like Rentaro is done being their teacher for now, since like he has to focus on his own battles in the Legend Super Tag Team Week. So afterwards, it seems that in the next preview, the team battle is going to start off with Hikaru and Hyuga battling against Shus and Lane, I believe. Yeah, so it's going to be Shus and Lane versus Hikaru and Hyuga, which is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see Shus and Lane team up, actually, because like the main antagonists, like the student and the teacher teaming up, I actually want to see that, even though like they do dislike each other a lot. It's going to be interesting. Then we see Volt there. We see Cisco and Free battling against Rinjaro. So it's going to be... Also, the next battle is going to be Rinjaro and Iga versus Cisco and Free, which is also going to be interesting. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, Cisco... Okay, in the Legend Festival, there was a team up, Vault and Free versus Rentaro and Cisco, and a lot of people said that, okay, Vault and Free, they're definitely gonna win, because like Rentaro and like Cisco, they're kind of the weaker bladers, and a lot of people said that this matchup was like unfair. It's kind of the same thing with this matchup, but only like I'm betting that a lot of people are going to think that Ranjiro is going to hold Aiga back and Cisco is going to hold Free back, because of course they are the weaker bladers, and Aiga's like the world champion. Free used to be like the #1 blader. They're both like at the top, like A-ranked bladers. Like they're just so high up above Ranjiro and Cisco. It's just like it kind of feels like. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. If not, then I'm sorry. But yeah. So yeah, that's just basically the preview. It's Shu and Lane are going to be battling against Hikaru and Yuga, and then Ranjiro and Aiga are going to battle against Cisco and Free. So, I'm actually pretty excited for that last episode. This episode today was a pretty good episode, but then again, to me, it was also a bit disappointing with the team matchups. But what can you do about it? So, this episode was pretty good. Make sure to check the episode out. Alright, so that's basically it. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button down below. Turn on notifications. Subscribe to this channel if you guys are all new. Comment, and also please share my videos so you guys can help this channel grow. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.